Wick is jumping.
It's one of these places we've driven through so many times before, we've never really felt inclined to stop. So let's see what we can find today. So we're down here at where the River Wick runs into the harbour, and we've got this sign here and it says Pulteney Town. So basically Wick is on the north side of the river and Pulteney Town's on the south side, and I'm probably saying that completely wrong.
Pulteney Town. Pulteney Town? Pulteney. Pulteney.
Oh, and look, there's a distillery. I wonder if that's where they make whiskey. Do you want to go on a boat trip?
That's amazing. It looks awesome.
Will we do it?
I do, yeah.
Right, so we're crossing the bridge now to...
Pulteney Town. No. Pulteney Town.
I like Wick. It's like a proper fishing town. And look at this, how it used to be. All the ships. Imagine seeing it back then. Look at it here. Wow. That would have been some sight. And that would have been you. What we're coming up to now is one of the smallest and most famous places in Wick. In fact, it's the smallest street in the world. There it is, Ebenezer Place.
So it's the shortest street in the world, officially. 2 meters long. It has a single postal address.
Ta-da!
Will you be measuring it?
Yes, it says that it's official, but we've got to check that. There it is, folks. The shortest street in the world. Where are we going?
Where are we going? On a boat?
You think? XXL.
Looking good. Safety first.
Me to the rolling sea where the weather is fine and still. We'll get you on first. And then you surf you. Further back to this form of the British fisheries supply, they started building the next harbour, the outer harbour. Even before this trip, we've always been big fans of getting out and exploring the coastline from the other side when boat trips are available. But this is one of the best we've ever taken, both in terms of the coast and the experience. For the next couple of minutes, I'll let you enjoy some of the sights we saw with Caithness Seacoast.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck. Today something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to live.
Did you have fun?
Amazing. Fantastic.
How good was that?
Amazing.
That was so incredible. I think we paid 36 quid each, so 72 quid in total. I'm telling you, that was worth every single penny. If you're ever up here, get yourself along there and do that tour. Ours was an hour and a half and it went south, so it went all the way down to, I'll pronounce it wrong again, Wallingo, where the steps are, and there's the waterfall as well. There's so many cliffs, so many caves. Castle, yeah. Our
Birds.
tour guide Bob, he was just so cool. Incredibly knowledgeable. The guy knew absolutely everything, the local guy as well. Just fantastic. You agree?
Oh yeah, so good. Like, as an experience to be on the water, oh, amazing. You feel so good after.
It's only about 4 o'clock now. It doesn't get dark up here till about 8, half 8. So we're just going to go for a wee walk around the coast, see what we can find.
For how much you go for a swim?
How much you'd have to pay me?
Yeah, 100. Like right now.
20.
20 quid? Oh, he's going to do it. Are you going to do it? Oh my.
Well, I'll go for a wee walk up the coast. I can barely see out of these sunglasses after the boat trip. They're all salty. Behind us we've got the North Baths, and the swimming pool, and we've got the pillbox here, an old wartime defence. Let's head up there. So this is like an old wartime memorial. Seen better days. The guy on the boat, Bob, was saying that Wick Harbour was the busiest harbour in Europe for shipping back in the 1800s, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look at all the shipwrecks in Wick. What a scary, dangerous place.
But there are at least 200 wrecks around the coast, including 3 submarines.
Well, that's it for today. We went for a wee walk along the coast. We know roughly what we can do tomorrow now, but we were up early this morning, so we'll just go and get some food and then an early night, watch some bad TV, and we'll get up tomorrow and it'll all be castles and lighthouses and fishing harbours, hopefully. We'll see how we get on. See you in the morning. Morning, folks. So today we promised you castles and harbours and lighthouses. Well, we'll first head out to Staxigo. Again, I'm probably saying it wrong, but there's a wee harbour there. And then on to Noss, and that's where the lighthouse is. And not far from Noss, we will have castles. So we'll get the whole collection. It's a wee bit of a hazy morning, not quite as nice weather as yesterday. I actually can feel some rain in the air as well. But we should be okay. The wind's due to get up a bit, but it's always windy in this part of Caithness, so nothing unusual there. Oh, you can see the lighthouse. It's miles away.
Oh, it's far.
We've got a long walk ahead of us. So here we are, episode 1 of Alicia Says Scottish Names.
Papigoja. Staxigoja.
Look at this big empty place. Can we go in there, do you think?
We can have a look.
It belongs to the pigeons. Morning, boys. Cool. Oh, so this is the harbour. There's some wild swimmers down there. Hardy souls.
Awesome.
This is so cool.
That's awesome.
Fair weather forecast. I like this harbour. Staxigo, the name comes from two Norse words, gja and go, meaning an inlet, and stakkr, meaning a rock or stack. Hence Staxigo, the inlet of the stack.
At one time, Staxigo was the largest herring station in Europe, and the industry created work for gutters, coopers, basket and sailmakers.
The harbour with no boats, but wild swimmers. Just over here, Skipper Bob was telling us about this in the boat tour yesterday. Every inlet and harbour's got these big winches, and they were used for pulling the fishing boats out the water. That would have been hard work. Beautiful.
I think we need a shell from here.
She's ever so patient with her beachcombing, and it always gets results.
I like them. Colourful.
This wee walk reminds me a lot of Papa Westray, which is just up in the Orkney Isles, which are so close that I'm sure on a clear day you could see them from here. It's just long roads and farms. The John O'Groats Trail, there it is. This little section of coastline, it really makes me think about the North Coast 500, because of course when we did it in what, 4 days or something?
4 or 5 days.
And you just get to the town of Wick, you might stop off for a coffee or something and just keep going. But you really need to stop and explore. I didn't even know this stretch of coastline. So I think to give the North Coast 500 a good crack, you probably need 2 weeks, at least.
At least.
It's a bit muddy here, but we're trying as much as we can to stick to the path, because this looks like the kind of place that the puffins might come ashore, and they only lay 1 egg a season, so you don't want to stand on that. Seal.
Seal and a shad. Lots of boys.
I'm just imagining myself face planting in that mud.
Well done.
Okay, so that's us inside the walls of the lighthouse now. If you're interested, this is also home to a library of Clan Sinclair, but it's by appointment only. Now, as nice as the lighthouse looks from here, I think the view from the other side's even better, so we'll keep walking. So here we are at Noss Head Lighthouse. It's such a dramatic location, you can imagine it on a stormy day. And here we've got this beautiful little bit of headland that I'm sure one day that'll be a sea stack. As we head west away from the lighthouse, we can see our next destination in front of us. And it's a castle, in fact it's the remains of 2 castles, and I can't remember their names.
Starts with S.
Sinclair, Castle Sinclair. Oh, stunning little inlet here, and I love the way the rocks just slope into the sea. And you've got some fixing points here. Does that mean that boats used to come in here and tie up in this craggy little inlet? Dangerous. There she goes, shopping again. We must be 20 miles from a golf course, and look what I found. Ta-da! I'm so glad we approached the castle from this angle. So we've walked just across from the lighthouse. But look at that! Look at the setting! Never seen anything like it. We came down to have a closer look at the stack and we can see some ropes and holds at the top. No thank you.
Spectacular. On the way, when you look at the castle, it's very cohesive to the rocks. You see it? It's almost like it was sculptured. Górnigoe.
I've got no idea. I thought there'd be a ticket booth or something here, but you just walk straight in. It's like a mini city, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm taking this room. In the corner here, this can be my toilet. With a view! This castle had such a perfect strategic location, as well as its own private beach and harbour. It blends so perfectly into the rocks around it. Absolutely stunning. You like it here?
I do, but it's scary a bit.
I'm going no further than this. So there we go folks, we've ticked off all the places we promised we'd show you. Lighthouses, harbours and castles. And it's hard to think now that we've got a flight in 3 hours. We seem to be in the middle of nowhere, which we kind of much are. But we just need to head down that way a little bit and we walk to the airport. We've got to this crossroads and that's the airport just there. That's the end of the runway right there, but we can't get to the airport this way. So we've got to go all the way down here. And who knows how much further. Two very weary travellers have made it back to the airport. We're walking a lot slower than we did this morning, but we've done it. That was about, how long? 6 hours?
6 hours walk. Yeah.
Looking forward to a seat on that flight.
Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day to tomorrow, there's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good